Hey folks, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Well, today's a little bit blustery in the desert. It's warm enough. It's got to be up near 80 degrees, but it's got a pretty stiff wind, so it's kicking up a lot of dust. So we're kind of hanging out in the RV. I don't want to go out and breathe in all that dust. Not so great for the lungs. Anyway, luckily, I just recently acquired a new gadget to play with. People at a company called Lensun Solar, they do flexible solar panels and things, but they have this item called a solar generator. So they offered it to me a few times, and finally I hooked up and was able to get it shipped here. So we're going to take it out of the box today and go through some of the features. So I won't be doing the review today. I just got it, so I just wanted to maybe give you a quick look at it, and then, you know, in a week or two, once I've used it a bit, I can come out with a good review for you. So let's take it apart, see what's in there. Pretty fancy graphics on the box. They call it a solar online multifunction portable power supply. It's quite the mouthful. But a lot of people refer to these as solar generators. Not really to be confused with a gas generator. They don't really ever have as much power as a gas generator, but they're becoming very popular with, especially with the hashtag van life people, because they have a small RV, so they don't really need the power of a bigger fifth wheel or motorhome. There we go. Some instructions, hookup cables, more hookup cables, power cable. And that seems to be packed pretty well in foam. Just pull it all and get all this plastic wrap off, and I'll show you what I got here. Okay, there she is. Now that is small. Jeez. It's only about a foot long, maybe 5 inches wide, maybe 6 or 7 inches tall. Nice little handle. It also weighs in at around just under 10 pounds, so really it's like carrying around a little 12-pack of soda cans or something. So really small. If their specs are right, that's a pretty small package for what you get. Now, quickly reading the manual, it looks like they have a battery in there that's 46 amp hours, and it's a lithium battery, Lithium-Ion, and it's made by LG, so it's a name brand battery. That gives you a watt-hour rating of 510, which seems to be pretty good compared to some of the competitors I looked at. This kind of runs in with, I don't know if you've heard of Jackery and Goal Zero. Renogy also has sort of what they call a solar generator or portable power station. About 4 years ago I reviewed a Renogy Firefly, and I wasn't super impressed with it back then, but I thought I'd give it another chance. They've really made a lot of big strides in these little generators with the advance of solar power and lithium batteries. So this is a free sample for me. I didn't pay for it. They sent it out to me free. I think it goes for currently around $499 US, so it's not a cheapy unit at all. I have no affiliation with them at all, though, and this isn't sponsored in any way, so I'm free to say whatever I want about it as far as the review goes. Let's see what we got here. So this has 2 ways to power it. You've got your power cable, so you can plug it into a normal outlet and then charge it like that. Or you can plug a solar panel into it, thus the solar generator part of it. Seems to come with a pair of these MC4 connectors. Reading the specs, it's only 100 watts you can put into it, so a 100-watt panel, and that'll charge it in a full sun. About 10 hours you can get fully charged. So there's, and I guess you can also probably supply DC power into that port as well to charge it. So you can charge it with AC or DC. Looks like about 10 hours. And then once it's fully charged, let's just turn on the DC here. There we go, we got a little readout of how much power you have left. As far as DC output ports, on the front here there's 4 USBs, says 2.1 amp, and you've got 3 DC power outputs. I imagine you could use those for LED lighting or different things like that. And then on the other side here, flip it around, we have your AC outputs, and you can see they look kind of funny, but they're dual. They're good for international type, you know, European plugs, 220, 240, and also our 110, 120 plugs. We'll plug into those just like so. So you got 2 ports there, and then down here is your charging port for the solar power. A little fan in there. It's pretty slick. There's the on-off button for the AC. And then something that's kind of unique to not many boxes have this type of port. There's the port up here. Zoom into there for you. And that's so you can jump start a car. And they give you the jumper cables here. It says 300 amps max, so I don't think it'd jump start a huge diesel truck, but it'd probably do a car fine, or regular, say, F-150 gas motor. Oops, drop everything. Don't ruin it right away. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty slick. It's quite stylish. Even Ann, when she saw it, thought that looked pretty nice. I know a lot of people need portable power when they're dry camping for things like CPAP machines and things. So it might be possible to do something like that with this. What else? Got a light. Whoa, blind everybody. So what I'm going to do over the course of the next week or two is do a bunch of tests, see how long it takes to charge. Sorry, it's really dry out with this wind. I think our humidity's down to something like 15% or something. And yeah, so I'll put it through its paces and do all sorts of tests. I'll try charging it up with a 100 watt solar panel that I have, see how long it really does take, and then torture test it, see how many watts it can handle. It says the inverter in it is 500 watts output, and also it can do a 1000 watt surge. So we'll give that a try, see how it does, and see how long it can run putting out. You know, I think I have that little egg cooker that puts out 350 watts. So I'll try with that. I'll see if it'll run the TV, my computer. You know, all sorts of tests there to see what it'll do. Cool. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you a quick look at that. Neat little gadget to play with for me for the next little while. So, stay tuned. Cheers, everyone.